morning, all. I'm Meenakshi from Batmawani Arts and Science College for Women, Salem. I'm from the department PG and Research, Department of Botany. Today, we are going to see the skill based elective course that is horticulture. We have Unit 1. In Unit 1, we are going to study what are the fundamentals of horticulture, what is the definition, branches, importance, and scope, and classification of horticultural crops, especially the fruits and vegetables. Coming to the gardening portion, we are going to see what is the definition for gardening and what are the objectives and scope and what is the different types of gardening we are having here, that are formal, informal, and kitchen gardening. Okay, these are the topics we are going to study under this unit 1. Today, we are going to see what are the divisions of horticulture. The horticultural operations are unique to each and every group of horticultural plants. Based upon the method of cultivation, horticulture has been grouped into the following division. Let us see what are the divisions of horticulture. The first one is pomology. Okay. The second one is olericulture. And the third, floriculture. And the fourth, it is gardening. And the fifth one is arboriculture. And the sixth one is spices. And the seventh one is plantation crops. And the eighth one is medicinal and aromatic plants. And the ninth one is nurseries. And the tenth one is processing industries. So, coming to the pomology. What is pomology? The pomology is nothing but it is the cultivation of fruit crops. Okay, that is the definition for pomology. It is nothing but cultivation of fruit crops. It deals with propagation, improvement, cultivation, training, pruning, protection of fruit crops, harvesting, storage, marketing of the fruits, and underexploited fruits. This is comes under pomology. So, what are the major fruits? They are nothing but mango, banana, lemons, coconut, guava, apple, pear, pineapple, pomegranate, dates, cherry, fig, and grapes. These are the major fruits. And what are the underexploited fruits? The cultivation only taken place in a small places of each country. For example, Ananas squamosa, Annona cherimola, and Acrus zapota, and Artocarpus heterophyllus, Carica papaya, Citrullus lanatus, and Syzygium jabolanum, and Sisyphus mauritiana. So, coming to the olericulture. Olericulture is nothing but the cultivation of vegetable crops. It deals with propagation, improvement, cultivation, training, aftercare, protection of vegetable crops, storage, processing, and marketing of harvested vegetables. Coming to the olericulture, it is the vegetable crops or commercial crops supporting market gardening, trunk gardening, or commercial gardening. What is the importance of this olericulture? It is giving the balanced diet for man, and they are rich in vitamins and minerals, and it is very important for our good health. And coming to the floriculture, floriculture is nothing but cultivation of plants which give economic flowers. For example, jasmine, roses, chrysanthemum, and in the commercial scale we can produce lot of cut flowers and we can extract the essential oils from the flowers, and we can study the flower arrangement as a different course and dried decorations and display of cut flowers. And the next thing is gardening. So, gardening is nothing but growing of ornamental plants to decorate indoor and outdoor areas. So, here we are going to study how to plant the foliage plants, flowering annuals, biennials, perennials, climbers, succulents, cacti, palm. Ferns are grown in gardens to have scenery for the particular place, and gardening improves the aesthetic values of the locations. And coming to the gardening, what is the difference between indoor gardening and landscape gardening? Indoor gardening is having the layout of gardens in the interior of the houses, and other building is called indoor gardening. Laying out of gardens in parks, outside the buildings, and open place to imitate the natural scenery is called landscape gardening. This is the difference between indoor gardening and landscape gardening. So these are the gardening. And coming to the landscape gardening, it is the imitation of nature. Planning of landscape garden to produce a picture in the landscape to produce natural effect. So what is the importance of landscape gardening? We can have the privacy, comfort, we can enjoy the beauty, and we can have the convenience and safety, and it has the flexibility and the maintenance we can done as our wish. So coming to the arboriculture, the growing of tree species alone in specific location is called arboriculture. So places where such trees are grown are called arboreta, and these arboreta are extensively used for aesthetic, education, and scientific purposes. So this is regarding the arboriculture. Thank you.